This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 1397. Where to invest first and get off the financial treadmill and start building wealth. Both by Derick Van Ness of biglifefinancial.com. And I'm your host and personal finance enthusiast, Diana Merriam. This is the show where I narrate posts from thought leaders in personal finance every single day of the year in 10 minutes or less. And before we get to it, have you subscribed to our other podcasts? We cover personal development and minimalism, health, relationships, entrepreneurship, and life advice on the other shows. Just search for Optimal Living Daily wherever you get your podcast to find them. And today we're actually highlighting two fantastic articles from Big Life Financial. So let's get right to them and start optimizing your life. Where to Invest First by Derick Van Ness of biglifefinancial.com. What I'm about to say is controversial. So-called financial pundits don't want you to know this. It eliminates your reliance on them. They become obsolete. So here's the unspoken but important truth. Nothing is more vital than investing in yourself. You are the key to everything in your life. Without you, no doors open, no opportunities are unlocked. If you are worthless, hopeless, and helpless, then your results will be the same. Your finances, your relationships, your health. Without these, what is life? Worse yet, you'll know that you suck. That can be crippling and keep you playing small. You can't let it. You are the only one who can choose. Nobody else chooses this verdict or can take action for you. So what do? Becoming strong is the answer. Not so you can bulldoze or take advantage of others. The complete opposite. Strength to become so valuable that others don't want to live without you and what you've created. You know you've accomplished this when it's as if you've become a great lover in their life. Without you, their existence doesn't taste nearly as delicious. You are creating the music they dance to. At that point, they will do whatever it takes to keep you around. You have become the soil where they want to lay their seeds and grow their life. This is the goal. It may start slow, but it doesn't have to. Quantum leaps exist, but you'll need to suspend your current beliefs to see them. You need to paint from a blank canvas, not the one with your current picture of life. It sounds scary, but that's why it's a leap. As you get better, so does your life. It's a simple equation, and you are the key variable, the multiplier that expands everything in your path. In business, this means becoming indispensable, the key asset. Strive to become the wheel rather than a cog in the wheel. Someone whose value is so powerful that you're not dependent on outside circumstances for your success. This is non-negotiable if you want freedom. Your primary business or income will dictate the lion's share of your financial standing. This is your foundation, the bedrock upon which you'll build your kingdom. You must master your craft so that you can access resources. Without proper resources, it's difficult to become your best self. Your financial success will go a long way in paving a smoother road for your relationships and health. Money isn't the answer, but it's far better than poverty if you want true success, if your goal is to be a contribution to the world. When you invest in yourself, the possible returns are unlimited, literally. Where else can you invest $5,000 and make six figures? I did it. You can too. I spent $60,000 learning to invest in real estate, and it has made me several $1 million. I've spent six figures in seminars, trainings, and self-improvement and business courses. They've returned triple-digit returns. Even better, they continue to earn for me each day. More business income, better relationships, healthier and happier lifestyle, more intimacy with my creator. So this is your warning. Success isn't somewhere out there. It's in here. Invest in your human capacity, your skills, and your business. You are the craftsman who will sculpt the picture of your life. So focus on being the best craftsman possible. Once you're performing at a high level and the money is flowing, then we can talk about the framework to take you even higher. Optimize cash flow, build assets, save taxes. As you become more successful, you'll need better systems for saving, growing, and protecting your assets. Until then, drop the distractions. Focus on the most important thing, developing yourself and your business. Live the life you were meant to live. Pursue excellence in all you do. The world will reward you with a rich life, and not just financially. you'll experience more love, appreciation, and gratitude. Best of all, you'll sleep better knowing the world is better because you existed. Now, I have another post for you in just a sec, but first, thank you to Gusto. I've shared some of what small business owners have said about them before, but there's actually a lot more. Here are some real people. Tom S. says, Gusto has allowed my small company to offer big-time benefits without an HR department. And that's been true for us too, actually. Here on the OLD podcast team, we feel like we have a full-time payroll and HR department that can offer benefits thanks to Gusto. Laura L. says, with Gusto, even my employees are impressed with how easy their new hire paperwork is. Also true for us here. When we switched over to Gusto, I had to do the new hire paperwork, and yes, it was a breeze, super fast, easy, and I didn't need any additional instructions or help. And here's what Brian L. says. Gusto is super simple and easy to use. I've used multiple other payroll processes, and there's nothing like this out there. And the list goes on. Right now, our listeners get 3 months free when they go to gusto.com/OFD. Yep, 3 months of payroll, benefits admin, and more. Totally free. Again, that's gusto.com/OFD. gusto.com/OFD. Get off the financial treadmill and start building wealth by Derick Van Ness of biglifefinancial.com. I work with a lot of successful business owners, dentists, real estate investors, optometrists, chiropractors, and more. Most of them make strong six-figure incomes, but far too many of them don't have nearly enough to show for it. They bring in a great income, but somehow it all evaporates before they can figure out what's happening. I call this situation the financial treadmill. Money comes in the front door and then goes right out the back door. And just like that monster at the gym, it will suck the life out of you while taking you nowhere. It leaves you tired and wondering how you're ever going to get anywhere. So why do these smart people with good incomes struggle to build wealth? Because they haven't made the critical pivot yet. What pivot, you ask? It's the pivot point when you begin to turn your income into assets, and it's a lot easier than you probably think. Your income is money produced by your daily grind. It's why you get up and go into the office, even if it's at your home, and what makes you feel guilty when you're supposed to be enjoying your family vacation. Your income requires you to be working. Otherwise, the money doesn't come in very fast or at all. Don't get me wrong, income is important, but if you never make the pivot to building assets, you'll always have to work for money instead of it working for you. On the contrary, assets, as I'm referring to them, are tools that get money working for you, even when you aren't around. They can generate income 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Even better, they don't tire you out in the same way as the treadmill. At worst, assets will build up over time and give you a comfortable baseline of earnings for enjoyment or retirement. However, if utilized correctly, the shift from earning income to building assets will create the freedom and certainty that many clients are missing before I help them make the pivot. It will shift you away from a future of endlessly slaving away in your business and toward creating a future that allows you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. What could be better than spending time with the people you love on projects that matter to you? You've just listened to the post titled Where to Invest First and Getting Off the Financial Treadmill and Start Building Wealth, both by Derick Van Ness of biglifefinancial.com. I wholeheartedly agree that investing in yourself is vital to reaching any of your goals, financial or otherwise. One of the best books I read this year was called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. And while I was reading today's post, I was reminded of my favorite quote from this book. This quote is from Jim Rohn, who said, "Your level of success will rarely exceed your level of personal development because success is something you attract by the person you become." For about 5 months now, I've gotten up at the crack of dawn and invested in self-care and my own personal development with remarkable results. I start my day with journaling, meditation, affirmations, reading, and exercise. Since doing this, my productivity is through the roof. I'm also much happier and I'm getting much more satisfaction from my work. I think many of us don't prioritize investing in ourselves because it would take time away from what we think is more important, like work or family needs. But we need to remind ourselves that our outer world reflects our inner world. So everyone around us is actually better off when we prioritize personal development. I also appreciate the reminder here of the importance of investing your income in assets. When I think about the crux of financial wellness, it's to grow the gap between your income and expenses and then invest that gap so it can start working for you. And because there are endless ways to grow income, reduce expenses, and invest, there's just so much opportunity to build wealth. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in tomorrow's show where your optimal life awaits.